There's no other group like NeuGroup.
I think James and I were in the very early stages of this.
So my history with NeuGroup.
I would say that, Joseph, you've done extremely well. From the days that we used to have coffee in some small bagel shops and cafeterias back in New York City.
I'm really excited to be able to be a part of that.
My recollection is that in the mid-1990s, I was working in New York City, and I was asked by Joseph to join the International Treasurer Advisory Board.
At the time, I was doing a lot of the work to pull together these sorts of activities with the Economist Intelligence Unit where I was working. I wanted to start my own business. And then Jeff Wallace was instrumental in helping convince me that it was a doable proposition, which added to my confidence to do it.
I had a dinner with him in late 1993 at a restaurant in the Upper West Side. Over dessert, I asked him whether, when he woke up in the morning, did he ask himself why he wasn't working for himself? He said yes. In International Treasury, a 4-page bi-weekly newsletter was born.
And when I took another job in Western New York, I found that it was not as easy to get people together. And after about 2 or 3 months, I let Joseph know that this is not New York City. Nobody meets, nobody talks. I may have peers, but I have no idea where they are.
I arranged a meetup in the Adobe cafeteria with a mutual friend, Barbara Hill, who was the treasurer of Adobe at the time.
And we kind of were bouncing around ideas with Joseph. And we came up with the idea that, hey, it'd be great to have a group of treasurers to hang out with and discuss things with. And it sort of started from there.
So I explained to her my idea about creating peer groups and a subscription out of the roundtable experience that I always loved. And we sort of hatched a plan to launch a group, which we kind of dubbed Tech 20, that brought together treasurers from the 20 most significant U.S. tech companies. And that became the template for our first peer group that, sort of started it all.
Well, there wasn't really anything exactly like it.
When I first looked at what Joseph was doing, I thought, wow, he is really trying to make that whole world of treasury and cash management and everything that goes into it, from technology to people, more understandable, more interesting, and put it out there in a way that would help professionals adopt best practices. Everybody from Pfizer to Merck to Caterpillar, Apple, Google, Facebook. I mean, every industry is touched by the world that NeuGroup tries to bring together and then put out there in a digestible format. Kind of mind-blowing.
My boss said, they're looking at starting this organization here in China for CFOs. Am I interested? And I said, let's try it once and see if I like it. And if I like it, I'll come back. I did come back, and again and again and again. More than one time.
I've been a NeuGroup member since 2012, so I've seen it grow, and I've seen the staying power of the NeuGroup. What was really eye-opening for me was the quality of the membership, the structuring of the dialogue so that treasurers could talk to each other.
So it had many benefits that were in the group, but it also had, benefits with outside the group.
If financial professionals wanted to be on the cutting edge, they had to be in that room, and they had to be in that room with Joseph and his peer group moderators. So if you weren't in the room, sorry, you weren't going to be on the cutting edge, because what they're talking about now is what people are going to be talking about 5 years from now.
I met Joseph because he joined my peer advisory group for CEOs. I'm an executive coach. And so Joseph was a client and a member of my Vistage team. I didn't attend his meetings, he attended my meetings. Joe was always a great listener and reflective, and always spoke up. When he spoke, everybody listened because he was very insightful. So we trusted what Joe had to say. He didn't speak unless he had something of value to offer.
And then I kind of realized, just from personal observation and, kind of my early days as being a connector, that bringing people together to share and learn with each other created huge value, and people were super appreciative of having someone to help facilitate connections like that.
There was just this energy and drive to want to help people within that space. When I joined, he was talking about revamping the way he was presenting insights, both from the meetings and outside the meetings. He was talking about revamping the member experience, evolving and broadening the mission to expand into new groups, and to broaden the mission beyond Treasury to a broader set of financial professionals.
I was kind of complaining to the treasurer of our company at the time, and I said, I really wish that there was an opportunity for me to have a forum where I could interact with and discuss internal audit with people who are in a similar position as me. And while they were at the time only working on treasury activities, forums, he said they would be interested in setting up an internal audit forum if there was enough interest. Dell Computers, Oracle, Intel, Microsoft, and there was a level of interest, and Joseph then set it up, and we started meeting every quarter and built great relationships and had wonderful discussions, and it was just amazing.
So many wonderful, smart people in those early groups. It was a wonderful network to have.
And I remember still walking in. It was a nice, sunny, bright day, and just having a lot of smiles and laughter in the room, and coffee flowing, and this looks like a good set of people. And a good set of people is a start. But what I've really liked about the NeuGroup is that the people there are really authentic.
One of the best elements of this is that it's not just about talking with your peers, it's about developing relationships. I gained a lot of knowledge by participating, and that's the key thing, is you have to participate.
And I also go by the fun title Chief Connector and Master Distiller, which means that I am the top person to go to connect NeuGroup members with each other, and then also the solution providers who serve our members to connect them.
It's hard to put your finger on it, but he's so easy to talk to. He's just so welcoming. He's got sort of a personality that's not confrontational. It's just so friendly, and he really has a knack for bringing people together and making everybody feel at ease.
He's a beacon of information, and I think well respected, and an influencer, and helps bring topics to the group that need to be addressed.
He's done a wonderful job of pulling together this organization, but he just has this way he's laughing, the way he makes people feel comfortable. I mean, he clearly does have insights and important things to share with us.
No one can do it like Joseph, because he has a unique ability to dive into very complex topics, explain them to other people, and then take so much joy in orchestrating dinners and happy hours and making this very dry topic exciting.
You really get to meet great people and learn new interesting things, and also perennial topics that repeat. You learn new nuances to them.
I do believe that the NeuGroup has got the table stakes set in a good foundation.
In this era of AI and automation and all things digital and Zoom, the value of bringing people together in person in the same room, I think is going to be, even more important.
The way it's grown and the team that he's built, it just seems like a fantastic proposition. And I'm sure it'll, expand and grow.
And it's that nice combination of professional stimulation with friends and just enjoying yourself.
The future of NeuGroup is really to share the incredible opportunity that I've had with others of the next generation.
So good luck for the next 20, 30 years.
Joseph and the NeuGroup team, we're looking forward to the next 30 years. Thank you so much.
Just a super congratulations to Joseph for what he's built. I count some of the people that I've met through the group as dear friends. I hope to see them again, and just good luck, Joseph.
I definitely want to sign off by saying thank you to Joseph. By building this forum, he helped me tremendously in becoming a part of a very dynamic internal audit community of high-tech companies, and build relationships which lasted for a long, long time.
Joe, congratulations on creating a life well lived, a business that empowers others to become the version of themselves they aspire to be.
I just really want to thank you for being a friend for almost 10 years now, for being here personally when I was looking at various career choices and paths that I wanted to take. And I always felt like you were a friend. When I wanted some advice, you were always able to give me some advice. And I really wanted to share this with all the other people that are seeing this, how much you have been able to make a difference in people's lives and how much you led the culture of this group. And, I'm the chief entertainment officer in this group. And part of that is because you're behind the scenes cheering us all on. Thank you very much.
Well, let's just say here's to another 30 years. Keep going. The world needs NeuGroup.